What's going on, everybody? Welcome back along to Greenland's Farm. Welcome back to the Farmer Contractor. My name is Simulation Full Nation. Hope you're doing very well indeed, and you join us as we are getting out into the grassland field, really, onto the silage ground with a bit of what much needed slurry. We are the only one left at the yard really today. All the boys are out and about doing their thing with a bit of haymaking, and someone's gone and left a trailer in the way. So we'll have to do a bit of shuffling around here, but we can get back to that field. We've got maybe 8 loads of slurry in the tank, in the lagoon, and we're going to try and get as much of our grassland covered. We have nitrogen based fertilizers available in the shed, but that is quite expensive these days. So if we can avoid using those, then we absolutely will for the most part, and we will just see how we crack on. Get as much ground cover with the slurry there, and then then we'll use what we need to. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. We're making some hay at the moment for a few customers. That's where most of the team are out, and then we've got a bit of muck spreading to do, some slurry spreading on all that ground that's been cleared. So yeah, lots to do for us really, but we'll just have to see how we get on. Over there we go. Make sure we're okay behind. Excellent stuff, and through we go. Well, all right then, let's just get this all set up and ready to go. Knock my cruise control down, and that should be us good there. And all right then, well, we're off to the races. So we are going to be putting this on relatively thick. You can see this grassland here is in need of a good drink here. This is the stuff that we just baled. You'll see us using the Tanko wrapper actually, which worked really well. That's now since gone back. But there's quite a pyramid of bales for us to go in what we'll be seeing shortly, I would imagine. So yeah, that's good. We're quite pleased with how it's all turned out. And yeah, we'll see. There's a few bits of grass that have been left on here, which we'll see what happens with that. You know, it should be fine. It should break down a little bit there. And it's going to be a while until we get into here to actually do any I guess it will be first cut of hay, but third cut ultimately. So we'll be back end of August, I would say, by the time we do come in. So it's got plenty of time to get a bit of growth on there and to rot some of this away. And then yeah, we'll see what it's looking like. But it's gonna be interesting to see. We have sufficient silage now, I would say. We don't need to think about doing anything else there. But what we would like to do is increase our hay stock a bit. So that will be the next bit. There's 3 fields here that we need to cover with some form of fertilizer, and then we can actually look to push on with a little bit of harvest prep really. Get some other custom jobs tidied up and wrapped about the way before harvest rears its big head, because the combine's going to come out. When that comes out, it typically wants to stay out for a while and have a lot of work to crack on with. So we'll have to see how that goes, but that is all part of the plan for sure. And yeah, we will see how else we get on here, but ultimately we're cruising really. We do at some point today likely have to go down to check out the production depot, get a few things loaded up there for us as well, because we are in need of taking a delivery and taking us off to the local market. So we'll have to do that as well. So there's lots for me to fiddle around with here. It's good that whilst we're still one driver down, that I can spend a bit more time around the yard just to get a lot of these things taken care of really, which is obviously quite a key aspect. And something that we need to, well, I need to keep on top of, because yeah, got to pay the bills somehow and got to keep everything ready to go. Still looking for that next driver who can come in just to support us a bit further, but we'll keep an eye on that one. A few inquiries to make around that as well, but for right now, like I say, we're looking okay. The work is still ticking in nicely. That's the main thing you want to see and hope for. And then yeah, we'll just take it day by day and see how that ends up. Otherwise, everything else is okay, really. We've, like I said, got a few slightly bigger jobs that are going to take a little bit of organizing for. Something else I've got to do today. We're going on a bit of a road trip, actually, with our big Fenton and the low loader. So we'll need to get that loaded up as soon as we finish this field here. We'll have to get that all loaded up and ready to go. But yeah, lots to do, really. A lot to do. So what's probably going to happen today is that we'll give you a bit of a taste of everything, really. A bit of this, bit of that as we skip through there. So lots coming up there. So I'm going to finish this field off. We've got a few more loads to get out of here. This first tanker load's gone further than expected. But yeah, we will get the rest of them done in good time, in good order, and then we'll be on. I'm just going to set up my GPS line now so we can make this a little bit more efficient, I would say. There you go. And what we'll probably do is just stop this end and keep on cracking on there. So you can see by our nitrogen sensors here that it's looking pretty good at the moment in this field. I like it. It's good to see. Should give this grass the best chance there. And then we'll start again here. And we'll be flying. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be doing a bit of everything. And we'll see how that gets us ready to go and what that looks like. So we'll be back with you in just a little bit. Alright, so we have pretty much finished everything we need to do in that field for now. We're looking good there. What we are going to do right about now is just drop the tanker off here. Because that will be going out for another job fairly soon. It's not going to be too much in the way. Next thing that we need to go and do is pick up our trailer around here, because we are going to be taking this away for a run of produce. It's a little bit of a better trailer to pull, to be honest. They're going long journeys, fully kitted up with air brakes and suspension, so it makes it for a little bit more of a smoother tow, which is good. Now, before we go and do that there, I had to take a few calls and get a fitter out there. We've got a bit of a problem with one of the rakes on the Krone 3-rotor rake. So one of the rotors having a bit of an issue there. So the fitter's coming out for that one and make sure that was all taken care of. And what we're going to do now is you'll see the Beast, the 936 is all ready to go on the low loader there. And we're going to be taking the demo TM420, which is with us for a little bit longer because I wanted to do one more job with it. So we're going to go away and have a go. But to do that, because we're going to be doing a few separate trips, because of the time of the year, I'm doing the guys are all out doing a few different things. I'm going to be on this job on my own, I think. That's certainly how it's looking. So we're going to take the loader down today. And then the new bit of equipment that's also coming our way is a lot of demos and toys to play with at the moment. Is going to be with us hopefully in the next day or two. So when that arrives, we'll just take a tractor down there with that. So that's all part of the plan, at least. Let's see what this is looking like. Are we on pretty square? I'd say we are going to do with inching forward slightly though. And then yeah, so we'll be able to have a good test of this 420 on one last job. And then yeah, we'll see. I have to make a decision on what we want to do with it. I really like it. I think it's a great machine. It's a good uptake in power. It seems to have a lot more power when pushing, so from a a pit and a clamp work perspective, there might be better than the Agri Pro that we currently have. The Agri Pro though has been a great servant for us, I have to say. So it will be difficult to say goodbye to that if we need to. All right, but let's for now just get this out of the way of everything, because at some point soon I'm going to need it into that field there, so we have to shift the header. There's always a lot of just moving things. When you're around the yard here, but it does pay to have someone, if you're able to have someone stay around the yard just for this thing, really. Keep everything ticking over there, do a few jobs close to the yard, allow the main fleet to get out and about and do whatever they got to do, and then yeah, we'll be good. Today we've kept the 7820 on the baler to free up this vent, and it seems to be, we found out last time around it handles it pretty well. Not the worst thing in the world by any stretch, and that is all good. Fertilizer wise, we will get back to that later on, I think. That'll be my next job. The cattle have been fed up this morning as well. They're looking good. No need to worry about them there at all. And all right, then we can get ourselves away. And let's just do that. Okay, so we're heading down to our little production depot that we have here, where we have our greenhouses. This has been a very good little side hustle for us, really. It's a great bit of diversification, and it provides a steady stream of income. We use all of our own fertilizers down there, mainly in the form of farmyard manure, just to help everything grow along nicely. And all it takes is a bit of propagation and a bit of irrigation now and again, and everything else works seamlessly. So it is really a great return on investment there. The greenhouses have all but paid for themselves this year, and we now have a little bit of infrastructure down there. We have a skid steer down there that we use for all of the to and froing and all loading up of trailers such as this. So that will be the next thing that we have to kind of keep an eye on. There is one opportunity that might be coming our way down there as well that we'll have to see if we can take care of and take advantage of, really. Just waiting to see what that looks like. And waiting to see really if it's actually going to physically happen. I heard rumors that it might be happening, and I just don't know if that's 100% true yet. So we want to find out. We want to make some inquiries where we can. And yeah, hopefully that might allow us to expand if we need to. I'm just trying to also work out and justify it really, see if it's something that we desperately need to go ahead with, or if we can perhaps just sit back on that one and indeed wait. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I'm coming through this lovely quiet little village here. We're going to be going just through here, through all the traffic. And we'll pull ourselves into our own yard just on the left here. Alright, so yeah, here we are. Now, you'll see there's a lot of produce ready to go. We need to get a bit of this all stacked up and figured out here, which we can do. That's no problem. I think that's looking good for now down here. Now, the one thing that we were talking about where there might be an opportunity for us is the barn that stands behind us here. There are two barns. And this land is there's a small pocket of land there as well, which is apparently led to believe possibly coming up for sale soon. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what that looks like. Come around these orchard trees here. I don't really know if you can see through there, but it's oh, jump through there. Yeah, could be an opportunity here. Now we don't know prices or anything like that. I'm waiting to figure out if that is going to be something that will, oh, I'm getting scratched up. If that's going to be something that's actually going to be viable for us there, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's an option. It's something that we'll certainly keep an eye on and see how that materializes moving forward. So what we're going to do right now, though, we've got all of these strawberries and tomatoes to take away, a little bit of lettuce as well. So we will get on with the skid steer, shift the forks on there and start getting this trailer loaded up. As you can see, much bigger trailer than this old thing here, and it's also just a little bit smoother to take as well. So everything is easy, especially when you're on one of these fences and you're going at 50k box, or in some cases even the 60k box on the 936 there. All right, anyway, let's just anyway, let's just get this loaded out. There's a bit of a bumpy ride down this yard, but I don't really want to invest in resifts and everything at this stage. But let's just get this dropped down into here. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's not really an area I spent too much time in. I did have one of the previous workers doing bits for us down here just to keep everything ticking over. But now, as I've mentioned there, you know, things change and we've got to really start to factor this into the daily schedule. And, you know, ultimately, it does really benefit the bank balance to do so. So we'll keep an eye on it. And all right, so what we'll do, we'll just get this loaded up here. It's gonna take us a little bit of a while to do so, and then we will be on our way. So we'll, you know, we'll walk you through the next steps of what that looks like and see what the plan is. And just like that, we're pretty much loaded up with everything that we've got to go at the moment. So that will be good. Nice little delivery to take here. Kicking on already, it's mid-afternoon, so what's probably going to happen is we'll take this, we'll skip back on up to the yard there, and then we're out, really. We'll be off with the 936 to go and drop off the JCB. And that will take me a couple of hours, I'd say, roughly. And then, yeah, we'll see. But for right now, at least, let's just get out of here. This is going to be a bit of a pain to navigate through, but anyway, we will get it done, as they say. We've actually got to do an 180-degree U-turn. We're going straight back up that road there. So it's going to be a bit of shuffling around on the main road here. That's not ideal, but, you know, we'll have to make it work. One disadvantage of this trailer is because it's quite long. This particular gateway is not always the easiest. I've nailed it that time, though. Getting in is a little bit more of a struggle. And there's a little bit of a blind corner there, so you've got to be careful. You've got to keep your wits about you. And then up we go. Wonderful stuff. So yeah, it's not a long commute by any stretch at all there, but this is just an easier way to get it all done. And then we'll be, this one's all done, dusted there. We do have a regular deal with these, or contract with these folks here. So it's good to keep that fulfilled and keep the money running in. And we need to go into there. There are a few fields around here that we have been working on quite a lot recently. A lot of spring drilling into these. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more harvest work coming out of this area as well. And I've been working on trying to get a bit more capacity as well for some of the other bits and pieces, because yeah, we just need to keep that ticking along. Need as much as we can, really. Okie dokie. And so we'll just sneak our way down through here. There's actually a loading bay which is just next to that wall there. So again, it's tucked out of the way, but we'll make it work for sure. Get ourselves in there. All right, so we'll get ourselves in here. We'll get this all sold off, and we'll see how much the fruits of our labor are worth. So a nice healthy check there coming in for about 6,000. Can you believe it? It's a lot of money these days. That's why it's so important. And I'm almost kicking myself that we didn't think of this a little bit earlier, to be honest. We've only had it going for about a year. But anyway, next step, back to the farm. We'll drop this tractor off. We're going to jump into the bigger brother of this Fent. And then we're off on the road trip one last time, I think. So that should be us for the afternoon. So we'll see you back at the yard. All right, and back we are. So we'll just tuck this back into the corner out the way. And then the fence already waiting for us there, so we can get ourselves off. And we'll be good. That straw bale really needs to be moved. But I think we just clipped it, but we're okay. We'll leave this here for now anyway, so that is all good. All right, and well, this has all just been a bit of a bit of pieces day with lots of different things happening, but I'm glad I got to show you what we get up to there, really. So we'll just jump on into the beast, fire up, get our beacons on there, and then we are going for a drive. It's going to take us, like I say, a little bit of time to get to where we need to go. We've been there before anyway. Usually it's about 45-50 minute trip, but because we're going to be lugging this along, we're going to go that little bit slower, and we'll just take our time, really, I think. And then yeah, we'll pick up the next demo bit of equipment, and we will be good to go hopefully tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We'll bring you along for that ride as well. Thank you very much for watching as always. This has been just a bit of a day of the life, really, of well, an afternoon in the life, really, of a contractor. And we'll see you in the next one. Till then, though, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.